BBC television will be there. Full coverage of the 1988 Olympic Games beginning on February 13th, only on BBC television.
And our sport in an hour from now is cricket, with highlights of the second day's play in the bicentennial test in Sydney. First on one, Jimmy Hill introduces Match of the Day.
Good evening and welcome to Match of the Day to see three fourth-round FA Cup ties full of drama and excitement, as you might expect. And I don't think they'll disappoint you. First, we see whether the inspirational team of John Rudge and Mike Pejic can plot a way for third division Port Vale to beat last season's finalists Tottenham Hotspur. Then a second tilt at a windmill, Leyton Orient from the fourth division against Nottingham Forest, currently second in Division 1. Good slide by Cherry Howard. And for our final match, we join a 50,000 crowd at Old Trafford for Manchester United against Chelsea.
Olsen, good save again by the youngster.
Well, the Cup really came to life today. Holders Coventry go out, Newcastle hit 5, second division Bradford City beat first division Oxford, Middlesbrough draw at Everton. And one tie began at 3 o'clock and finished 2 hours 42 minutes later.
Well, it's been a tough old season for Port Vale, having for financial reasons to sell their prolific scorer Andy Jones to Charlton, yet still keep the momentum going. Their glamorous opponents, Tottenham Hotspur, though, have really appeared fragile enough recently as Terry Venables begins to get to grips with his problems to give the Vale hope to add to their heart. Let's see what happened. Your commentator, Tony Gubber.
They used to excavate clay from what is now the pitch at Vale Park for use in the tile industry. And a crowd of 20,000 plus have turned up to see if Tottenham can survive a sticky cup tie, especially underfoot. Tottenham's reaction to the state of the pitch has been to leave out Osvaldo Ardiles and bring in 19-year-old Neil Ruddock, wearing number 4, for his first game since he broke a bone in his foot back in November. Port Vale may be struggling at the relegation end of Division 3, but over half the team have experience of First Division football. Notably number 5, Bob Hazel, who actually played against Tottenham in the FA Cup final of 1982 for Queen's Park Rangers. David Scott of Burnley, the referee. And Tottenham anxious to start this fourth round cup tie. Clive Allen, the player who'd encroached and just delayed the start a couple of seconds. Tottenham, the beaten cup finalists from last season. This realistically the only trophy that they have left to play for. The ball pumped forward there by Fennick for Moran to chase, and Mark Grew gets his first touch of the ball. And that kick is hardly carried to the halfway line in the fierce wind that's blowing down the field into Mark Grew's face. And Tottenham have to defend in the first minute. It's just Kevin Steggles to pump it forward. Earl missed it, and he gets a second go. Well, there was no offside. Tottenham signal for it, and some anxious looks towards the linesman. 8 there, Robbie Earl. Very versatile player. Port Vale, of course, with the tradition of having got to the semi-finals of the FA Cup as a third division side back in 1954, when they completed the giant-killing act of that season, beating the FA Cup holders Blackpool in the 5th round. But here comes Moran. Waddle's in the middle. He's pulled it behind them all. Allen. Now Waddle. It's easy. Oh, he's missed it. Waddle had a chance. to settle at Tottenham at the start of this difficult cup tie. Moranu had the space on the left. Well, he cut it behind Waddle initially, but Clive Allen was there. He couldn't quite get in a shot. And as the ball bobbled in the mud, Waddle had a good opportunity and toe-poked it just wide of the post. Well, how costly might that prove? Oh, that's a poor back pass. Neil Ruddock, I think he's rather fortunate he didn't beat the goalkeeper and score. Tottenham showing one or two signs of nerves in these opening few minutes, and especially after Waddle's miss at the other end. That was Sproson. Now Paul Moran, he's taken a good look around and decided he can keep possession and make progress to the halfway line. Now faced by Steggles. Waddle. Again, oceans of space for the Tottenham players, and this time Paul Allen had come forward into the offside position. Well, two incidents there that maybe really illustrated the players' uncertainty with the conditions and the state of the pitch. First of all, Waddle's miss that could have put Tottenham ahead, and then Ruddock's back pass. Forward by Fenwick, again offside. Referee's looked, but he's allowed play to go on. And Parks has had to come out of his area. Didn't quite like the contact that Beckford gave him. Steggles. And this time it's easy for Tony Parks. Sprossen won the header. Well, it's up for grabs at the moment. Now Earl. Double flick forward, Ruddock's there. And Beckford was strong. Oh! Well, it's another corner. And again, Ruddock was the player. Or was he trying to put it back to his keeper? Well, he came closer to scoring that time than he did the first. This is coming all the way to Steggles. Yes! Deflection, it'll be another corner if that goes. Yes. Michael Cole's shot off the feet of a Tottenham defender. And it's going to be a long 90 minutes for Tottenham. Cole and Beckford both around the near post. Oh, and that's a poor corner. Well, Gary Ford played in the York City 3rd Division side that beat Arsenal in the Cup a couple of seasons ago, and then drew with Liverpool. Sprossen. Good ball. Riley didn't quite keep his feet. Here's Ford, and play waved on. This is Walker. Yes! Oh, Ray Walker! Brilliant! Tottenham's defence had been full ragged. It was Ford who nipped in. This is Walker. It hardly seems conceivable that he could chip Parks from there, but he does. Tony Parks on the edge of the 6-yard box. And Walker has started to write another chapter in Port Vale's giant-killing history. A goal up against Tottenham from the 1st Division. And Terry Fenwick concedes the free kick, and it will be understandable if Tottenham's nerves begin to show. 13 minutes gone, and Ray Walker, the man who's supposed to provide the midfield inspiration, has put Port Vale in dreamland. Walker, he's the man that Tottenham have got to stop, and Terry Fenwick seemed conscious of that, and Fenwick concedes a free kick. Well, they do say at Port Vale that if Ray Walker plays, Port Vale play. And Phil Sproson, who's placed the ball for the free kick, he's got quite a lot of players to aim for. Instead chooses Kevin Steggles. Now forward. Waddle for Tottenham. Pushes off the challenge of Riley. Cut out by Hazel, and he needed to as well. And up and under from Bob Hazel. Fairclough's header. Well, it's not pretty to watch, but from Port Vale's point of view, it's effective. And now Walker in turn concedes a free kick. Waddle isn't too impressed. Forward by Fairclough. This is Ruddock. Tottenham have got 4 in the box. Fennick. Now Ruddock. Moran, little flick. Now Paul Moran's really developing in Tottenham's first team this season, isn't he? Terry Venables said before the game that he wasn't too impressed with the conditions, which is why they'd left out Osvaldo Ardiles. And he's certainly got a lot to think about at the moment. Port Vale's free kick. Walker to take it. And it's dropped for Beckford. Yes, Brosson! It's 2-0! Oh, again, Tottenham were all over the place. They just didn't know how to cope. Walker's free kick. It was mayhem in the penalty area for 10 seconds, and it fell invitingly for Phil Sprosson. Well, it was Sprosson who jumped as well with the keeper. Beckford might have put it away. Attempted clearance and up into the top corner. It's 2-0. 25 minutes gone, and Tottenham are beginning to regret they ever heard of Port Vale. Well, Tony Parks having an extended run of 18 games after the injury to Ray Clements, but won't be too happy with that one. And neither will the management. And already Alan Harris is looking at his watch. Offside. Well, Phil Sprosson's family have an amazing record here at Port Vale. His uncle Roy played a record 761 league games for Port Vale between 1950 and 1972. And Sprosson himself has already chalked up 400. Oh, Beckford's in again. They're all over the place. Ford. Yeah, oh, brilliant save. Headed by Beckford. The flag's up. I think the ball must have gone behind. Point blank. The effort by Beckford. Sprosson's there. The header was by Ruddock. And the referee has seen an offence. And a little respite for Tottenham. Well, this is the moment again. Gary Ford, who got round the defender, that diving header by Beckford, and an absolutely fantastic save by Parks. But it had gone behind. That's the first half concluded, and Terry Venables will have to find some words of inspiration in the dressing room with his side 2-0 down here at Vale Park. Ray Walker, the star of the first half for me, who got the first goal after 13 minutes, and Phil Sprosson the second after 25. And it's nothing more than Port Vale had deserved, to lead at half-time by 2-0. Last year's beaten cup finalists start the second half. And hopefully from Tottenham's point of view there'll be a different attitude in this second 45 minutes. And the referee has signalled from quite a long way away that that is in fact a corner. And that's Tottenham's first corner. Oh, and it's fallen for Ruddock. Nicked away from him by Hughes. Now Waddle. And Tottenham have stayed forward. Left foot cross, and finally safely into the hands of Grew. I think it was Hazel who got his head to it first. Walker. This is Ford. This is Walker. Got three in the middle to look for. Oh! Well, was he trying to chip him again? That would have been the ultimate cheek. And Tottenham decide it's time to make a substitution. And they're pulling off the fullback, Chris Hughton, and sending on number 14, David Howells, who's immediately gone into a forward position with instructions about how Tottenham should reorganise. And it looks like Gary Mabbott's gone back to right back. Fennick, faced by Robbie Earle. Out wide to Mabbott. Paul Allen. Still hasn't got the better of the fullback. And the referee sees that as a free kick, although the linesman who was closer didn't. Darren Hughes came here on loan from Brighton back in 1987 and stayed. Well, Tottenham have pushed 2-4-6-7 into Vale's penalty area. As Waddle takes this, it's absolutely crowded. Oh, and there it is! Ruddock! That's made amends. And that might yet help Tottenham salvage something here. It was so crowded in that penalty area. Waddle took the free kick, and Ruddock, the man who got higher than everybody else, and buried it past Mark Grew. Neil Ruddock's first goal of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time for Tottenham. Minutes gone in the second half then, and Tottenham have a lifeline. Well, still plenty for Alan Harris and Terry Venables to reflect on. Paul Allen. Clive Allen, who attempted the overhead kick. This is Waddle. Moran lays it back to Clive Allen. Well, Moran might have done better to go forward on his own, but it was a magnificent ball from Waddle over the defence. Put it back for Clive Allen to have a shot, and he was really too far out. It's Moran. Finney. Oh, Finney and Steggles in the mix-up. Hughes, rather. Gives Tottenham possession. Gary Mabbott. Fennick. Tottenham have just got to get it into the box. Moran. Fairclough. Oh, desperate defending. And Fairclough, surely he pushed his marker, Earle. Teed up for Mabbott. And away by Hazel. Now Riley. What a stirring finish this is. Pursued by Ruddock. And he's going to outrun him. He's got Cole in the middle, and what a pity you didn't try and find him. And Terry Venables now surely knows that it's all over. This is injury time, stoppage time. And it's Vale in possession. And Walker wants it as ever. That'll do, he thinks. As far downfield as possible, gives Tottenham a throw right by their own corner flag. And there's to be no walk down Wembley Way for Terry Venables this season. Waddle. Oh, pass back was intercepted by Riley. Wild shot by Walker. And we've played over a minute of extra time. John Rudge out of the dugout, and there it is! Port Vale have done it. The giant killers in the fourth round of the Cup have beaten Tottenham by 2-1. Terry Venables surprised, because his team never really looked capable of winning here against a Port Vale team who were pumped up for the occasion and who deserved their win. And the happiest place to be now, I'm certain, will be in the Port Vale dressing room. The smiles will stretch from ear to ear.
And I'm sure they did, but it seems that Spurs' team was just not designed for those conditions, and Port Vale sensibly rode on the back of them to victory. Ray Walker was their inspiration, and his calculated shot for the first goal raises the argument as to why modern goalkeepers tend to position themselves so far away from their goal line. You can see here as he is about to shoot, Parks moves to the edge of the 6-yard box. It is a swerving shot, it's true, but from there it seems he's in no position to save the shot from outside the box. But the killer goal conjured up nostalgia as well as joy, scored as it was by Phil Sproson, nephew of former Vale player Roy Sproson, who between them have played over 1,100 games for the club.
Walker to take it. Looking for Riley, and it's dropped for Beckford. Yes, Sproson! It's 2-0! Oh, again, Tottenham were all over the place.
Those were the goals that put Port Vale into the bag for Monday's draw.
I'll tell you what, there'll be some teams in that draw on Monday who will be dreading the prospect of being drawn away here at Vale Park.
Well, we hope so, but I mean, the most important thing is that if we can get that home tie, it gives us obviously that added advantage.
Sure. One final thought, you paid £12,000 for Ray Walker. What do you think he's worth now?
Oh, the way I deal, about 13,000 of them.
You can afford to laugh. The narrow line between success and failure for managers was illustrated by Mark Grew's fingertip save 4 minutes from time. Mark's played for West Brom, Wigan, Notts County, Leicester City, Oldham, Ipswich, Fulham and Derby County. But I bet Terry Venables wished he'd never heard of him.
Fenwick. Tottenham have just got to get it into the box. Moran. Fairclough.